Yes, welcome back to 67 Hail Hail, instalment 2 of the week. I've got David Walton with me, Hamish Carton, once again. Right, there was a certain tweet went out on Sunday night. It's one of those JFK moments. Where were you when you saw that tweet? I was lying in bed scrolling my Twitter feed. I went on I've got a list set up for all the Celtic accounts. I went on, I saw happy birthday to Brendan Rodgers, and I immediately thought, it's got to be a fake account. It's one of those guys that sets, puts the capital I instead of the L and all that. It's got the wee tick and all that made up with the emoji. And then it turned out it was a real tweet. Celtic wishing Brendan Rodgers, the much vilified, the rat, some would say, Brendan Rodgers.
Many would say.
A happy birthday. What's going on?
I think that must have come from above. That genuinely must be a demand
right
from
above.
Right for Peter that's coming for, because I can't imagine anybody at Celtic who would want to, anyone that's a Celtic mind, they would want to wish Brendan Rodgers a happy birthday.
What was your view then when you saw it?
Right, I wasn't offended by it.
No.
Right, I mean, you've got to be a wee bit to be offended.
Yeah.
I think that it was misguided. I don't think whoever's sanctioned that tweet, I don't think they're very aware of social media or what goes on in social media. I can't imagine them being so, because it was just bizarre. I've got my own views on the whole Rodgers thing myself, but the Celtic fans as a whole can't stand what he's done, and can't stand what he's done at the club. It was incredibly naive to put that tweet up, and the fact that I think you were saying last night it had something like 600 replies in about 5 minutes.
At the time of recording, and I just checked 5 minutes, this is Monday afternoon by the way, 2,000 odd replies, and I think it's got about 80 retweets, so I don't know what that ratio is, but it's pretty remarkable stuff. And
you've got to have a really strong opinion to actually reply to it as well, aren't you? I'm sure there's plenty that didn't like it that haven't even replied. So I don't get it. I don't get it.
Let me ask this question, because I think the comment, I don't know it word for word, but roughly it said happy birthday to our hashtag double treble winning manager Brendan Rodgers. Was the double treble a dig from the club at the fact he didn't win the treble?
I didn't read it that way, to be honest. I mean, he didn't win the treble, and I think double treble seems, I think it rolls off nicer than 7 trophy winning manager or something,
or
rat. Or happy birthday to the rat.
Happy birthday to the rodent, Brendan Rodgers.
I tell you, I thought in terms of the club, it was well-meaning. I don't think it had any sort of dink laid at him. I just don't understand the motivation for doing it, though. That's one thing I'm just struggling to get my head around. And I get there's maybe this idea of, well, you have to stand up and be classy. You have to rise above it. Maybe they do the same for Ronnie Dyla, etc. I don't know. But I think you have to be aware of the reaction things like that it's going to get in social media. I mean, what's your take on it? I just find it quite bizarre.
I'll move the topic on a little bit, and the title of this video is, is it time for the Celtic support to forgive Brendan Rodgers? My own viewpoint is that there's a difference between forgiving someone and moving on. If I bring it back to a relationship status, if a relationship with a good lady ends, you maybe don't forgive it if it's all gone wrong, but you move on. Time goes on and you get on with things. That's kind of how I feel when the Brendan Rodgers-Celtic relationship ends. We don't need to forgive him, because the way he acted was shocking. He left the club. He tried to take, I think, 3 or 4 members of his backroom staff.
Reportedly.
The day before we went to Tynecastle in a massive game. Let's not forget that if we'd have lost that game or even dropped points, which we were really close to doing, but for Odsonne Edouard, you never know what would have happened after that. Rangers might have got a boost. So for all the good Brendan Rodgers did, and he won all those trophies, he risked 8, 9 and 10 in a row by doing what he did. And for that, I can't forgive him. But equally, I move on. I get on with it. I no longer see the rage when I see him in a Leicester tracksuit than I did a year ago. Now I get on with it. I don't particularly like him. I don't detest him. What he did for the club was great in his time there. But now he's moved on. And as I say, if I bring it back to the relationship, she's moved on, get over it.
100%. Granted, I still cheer whenever a goal goes in against them, but no, listen, you're spot on. Total difference between forgiving them and moving on. Time's not going to change what Rodgers did to Celtic. He effectively, as we say, reportedly, just about ripped the spine out the backroom team 2 days, or was it no, it was 1 day, wasn't it? Was it about a day or something?
The game was a Wednesday night, he left on the Tuesday.
Aye, 1 day before such a mammoth game at Tynecastle. By the way, a few days before a massive Scottish Cup game, a ground they'd never won it. It was. I don't want to revisit old ground too much because I'm sure I said the same stuff back in February, but you can't think because it's, I don't know, just about a year later, everybody's doesn't give a toss about it. I mean, people are still annoyed by what he did. You're right, we've moved on. We're no longer, filling up our websites with content about Rodgers, but I just think in terms of the whole tweet, maybe it was a joke, I don't know. But
it did have that feel to it, almost
it did,
like,
as if they were trying to rip it.
Rangers have dropped points, we're going to go and have a wee bevy and, tweet for the pub type thing, because it was a wee bit strange, as I say. It took me aback when I was browsing Twitter.
Why didn't whoever wanted to say happy birthday to Brendan Rodgers just send him a text or something, or just try and get in touch with Leicester?
Maybe
why
he's
put
blocked.
it out?
Maybe Peter Law's blocked by Brendan Rodgers and
maybe
his number.
Rodgers probably blocked Celtic, to be honest. But in any case, it was just silly.
Right.
I mean,
final kind of point of conversation, and we can leave Brendan Rodgers hopefully forever. Will he ever be remembered as a Celtic managerial legend? Ever?
Yeah,
20, 30 years down the line.
It's really difficult, isn't it? Because if you're judging it on performance alone, and achievement should say yes. But you can taint your legacy with your actions off the pitch. And that's what Rodgers did. He, his achievements on the field and the achievements with his team were legendary. But in terms of the man he was and the way he deceived the club, you can't be entitled to that tag. You can't be up there with the likes of Jock Stein. You can't be up there with the likes of Billy McNeil. Even it just mind boggles to actually put them in the same sentence. So, in terms of his achievements, I've no problem saying he did wonderful things for the club, and I had some of the best times of my life supporting Celtic, watching his invincible team. But he's not going to be remembered as a legend. He's going to be remembered as a rat.
Yeah. Well, nicely put. So often, so much of the time in Scotland, the opinion's so polarised. It's black or white. He's amazing. He's the best thing since sliced bread. Or he's this guy who's betrayed us. And to be honest, bits of that are true. I tend to come down in the middle, and I thank him for his actions. When he was in charge, kind of on the pitch or on the touchline, the way he won all those trophies. He gave me personally, one of my best moments ever when we beat Aberdeen to win the first treble. Incredible. He gave us a 5-1 win at Ibrox. He gave us a 5-0 win at home, another 5-1 at Parkhead. It was unparalleled times of success, a double treble. We've since gone on to win a treble, partly down to him. I get all that, but at the same degree, the way he walked out in the club and the way he risked future success and the way he left, the first ever Celtic manager to leave the club of his own accord in the middle of a season.
It was also the way he was happy to straight up lie about it. Hamish. I mean, he was talking about when we lost to Valencia. I'm sure he was out saying something along the lines of, well, starting to feel we're finding our feet in Europe. We're starting to sort of find a way of playing. And then he's going to Leicester and saying, I couldn't have taken him any further. You kidding on? And it was almost a real slap back. I was really disappointed where he left the club. Even more disappointed where he acted. Yep. And that's
we'll end on a positive note. We've got Lenny in charge now. We're going to win 9 in a row. We're maybe even going to win another treble. And if we win the treble this year, probably beats any of the past 2 before the first one. I think with Lennon in charge. Before the first one, so before the Aberdeen one. Probably even beats last year if Lennon was to win the treble with the pressure that's on us this year. So we've got a proper 100%. Celtic man in charge now. And if the club want to wish, Neil Lennon or Ronnie Dyler, or even Tony Mowbray a happy birthday, then go for it.
At least Tony didn't ditch us, eh?
Kind of did, but it wasn't of his own accord, I suppose. But if you want to wish any of them, Gordon Strachan, Martin O'Neill a happy birthday, go for it. Just one man in the whole world. Don't wish Brendan Rodgers. Learn from that next year. You've got a whole year to learn from it. But yeah, thanks once again, David. Thank you, Hamish.
Thank you.
I don't know why I thank myself, but thank you for watching as well. If you've got a wee viewpoint there online, and you maybe replied, you're one of the many 2,000 replies to the Brendan Rodgers happy birthday tweet. Let us know what you said below. If you're allowed to swear, you're allowed to swear in YouTube. I'm sure you are.
Of course you are.
So go for that. Let us know everything you want to say. Is Brendan Rodgers going to be a managerial legend one day, or is he always going to be a rat? Just let us know. Hail, hail. We're back later on in the week.